dude. Get on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hype. That's the
Whoa.
type. It's Wednesday. It's the witching hour. And prepare to be witched by us two witches.
Look
I'm
out.
Justin.
Look out, witches. The two witches are here. We're about
Yeah,
to witch this Wednesday up.
it's Witchy Wednesday down here at PJO Tudor Shoots, the best bar in like outside Scranton. And we are having some fun tonight because we got trivia all night long. Trivia for 19 hours all night long.
We got nickel pickles all night. 5
It's
cent
it's it's
pickles.
nickel pickle night here at PJO Tudor Shoot. So we are all no, we're gonna have great breath. We're gonna kiss each other's mouths and butts. Let's go.
Mouths and butts, hopefully in that order. Stevie, I'm here. It's happening. Schweikler, what it is ain't clear. I think they're all referring to this commenter Teddy Bear who terrorized the comments at 5:58 a.m. and then that's it. Yeah, 5 a.m. 6 a.m. This guy was in here for about
Yeah,
25 comments. I don't know if anyone can see that.
I yes, they're right above. I do see them. I'm curious what Teddy Bear's life is like. Showing up early to the party and then I guess not coming for when the folks arrive. Come
That's true.
back, Teddy Bear. Explain yourself.
Stevie says, usually I'm watching a new Dimension 20 with my partner on Wednesdays nights, which is why I have not been here. Two things of note there. Dimension
Wow.
20, Brendan Lee Mulligan, old characters welcome head. Second thing, Stevie, partner drop. Hello. Whoa.
Partner drop.
Huge
A new
news.
partner just dropped.
New
That's
partner
amazing.
just dropped. And bring them on down to PJO Tools. Is that what we said?
PJO Tudor Shoots. We got the biggest partner drops, gender reveals, and we are having 4 weddings here and 1 funeral. Please attend all. Come one for one, come for all.
That's right. Free shot if you could bear a casket. If you could bear a pall.
And we're doing nickel pickles and poodle doodles. So bring your poodle, and if someone here will doodle them, real quick drawing, you'll walk home with it.
All right, guys. Justin, that thus ends our 2 minutes of blithering nonsense to get rid of
Absolute
everyone
nonsense.
but the diehard fans.
Yeah. Just a second, just before we started, we were like, "Oh, let's quickly promote this on our socials." And I was like, "Yeah, let's get some people in here who don't know what the fuck is going on." And then we started with that. That's
Oh boy.
comedy, folks.
Welcome to Characters Welcome, folks. The best goddamn character show on this side of your rectangles. Whether you've got this thing casted onto your 75-inch mega TV, complete with 5D Rumble Vision, or you're on your little phone looking at us on a screen the size of your pinky thumb.
Yes, you could be on a passenger plane surrounded by 100 other people's farts watching this and enjoying it. And that's the audience I'm always speaking to. And Eric is right. We are doing this in 5D. So if you're signed up, your seat will rumble every time Eric spins in his chair. It's fun. It's the best way.
Every time I brush my hair in a back like this, we are running little air currents right up through your scalp, so you get to feel how I feel as well.
Oh, and the smell-o-vision is wonderful.
Robin Richmond, I just woke up, my door's wide open, terrifying. Yes, we're referring to this fright. I am also just noticing that door's open, and guess what? I didn't open it. That's scary. Luckily, that's the most shallow closet in all of South Brooklyn. That closet is about 7.5 inches deep.
I thought you meant it was like self-obsessed and just incapable of deeper social thinking.
No, that's outside of the closet. I've already
shallowest closet for the shallowest dude.
Justin, what's in the news this week? What's going on? What's the scuttlebutt, my guy?
I don't touch this stuff. The news is the news cycle is 24/7. It's crazy. It's a very busy time for news, but also if you watch cable news, they're like desperately squeezing every second out of the 4 major stories flying around.
That's true. Red Hauser. I watched Characters Welcome as God Intended on a very overheated laptop I accidentally stole from my last job. Fans of the show will know that I for 2 years almost streamed on the hottest laptop in the world and slowly melted a bag of frozen vegetables every single night. That was the
That's it. That's the price of admission. 1 bag of frozen crinkle cut carrots. We're doing crinkle cuts all night long. My favorite part of this sentence is accidentally stole. Man, I love that. That's where I'm at when it comes to the last jobs.
When you
I
realize
walked
you
out.
accidentally, this is like a tree falling in a forest. When you realize you accidentally stole it, I feel like, and you don't try to return it, now you've on purpose stolen it, correct?
Yeah, that's straight up. Yeah, accidentally and stolen don't really go together. Just like accidentally and love, the Counting Crows song from Shrek.
From Shrek. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Love it. Can't get enough of that shit.
I'm watching Shrek in 5-minute increments every in between Wednesdays, so I can actually connect with my
That's
man
good.
Eric over here.
Yeah, it's good. You need to. Do you get Shrek on your TikTok? Are you on TikTok? Do you scroll through?
I am on TikTok, and I've avoided the Shrek algorithm.
I get this is 100% true. I'm on year 3 of every 10 videos or so, the TikTok feeds me a small clip from the movie Moneyball with Brad Pitt.
It's because every time you say on this show that you don't have a credit card, they're like, "We got to reach this guy."
That's right.
They're like, "Send him another
Moneyball, baby. This guy's playing small ball. I swear to God, I have not seen that movie, and I've seen the movie 6 times. I know exactly what happens throughout the course of the entire movie.
Hilarious.
Crazy.
That movie, pretty good, but also once you've seen it, it's like, I got it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, TikTok feels like I have not got it, but is getting me into baseball. I've decided to be a fan of baseball this season. I took a couple years off. I'm back in.
Congrats! And opening day just occurred. Let me before we get started. We're about to introduce our first character, but I think we have two pieces of news. I'm going to start my own news up top. How about that?
I don't
Your
like
face.
that. Comedy.
It's time to open the door and let in all the tickaloos. Two pieces of news. One, we're going to do a Q&A from the comments here on the show. So please save up some questions in your own Tickaloo holder, and we'll bring them. We'll ask them after a little bit. We'll queue it up at sort of in the back half of the show, and we'll do a little Q&A just to have some fun.
You can anonymously ask us some questions, and in that way, we are QAnon tonight.
Indeed. Oh, interesting. I don't know how to be anonymous, guy. I don't know how to do that technically, but if Jorge were here, he would know. And the second piece of news I was going to say is from Zcor Zeppelin. My mom stole an electronic typewriter from a former job. There you go. That might have been something they were throwing away, by the way.
What is a laptop? What is a laptop but an electronic typewriter persevering? I've always
yeah. It's like when a Pokemon levels up. My
true.
electronic typewriter just got Wi-Fi capabilities.
Oh, Stevie says I have a good cue. I hope it's Justin. Why haven't you done that goddamn musical character yet?
Yeah, we already got that question plenty of times. So let's ask some new ones or really old ones that make Eric infuriated or something.
Good, please. Let's do that. But first, I think in order to get to the questions, we've got to give you some of the answers. And we are going to bring you some of the best and the brightest character comedy from this side of the universe. We are spanning across the universe, one might say. We are the Beatles.
Yeah. That's our new character's welcome catchphrase. We are the Beatles. We're going to say it a lot.
We are the Beatles.
It's going to be on our merch.
But I believe it's the two of us with two very special guests tonight. This is going to be fun. Fast and Furious. We're going to open it up to some cues at the end. I am so excited to welcome out our first guest. What do you say, Justin?
Let's do it. We were just talking about, I was just dropping this language a moment ago. So it's great to have an actual example of this thing we use every day. Of course, I'm talking about Wi-Fi. So please welcome to the Rectangles, Wi-Fi as a fuckboy.
Hey baby, it's me, your Wi-Fi. I wish the connection was better too. I know I disappeared yesterday for hours, but I thought you liked that I'm like mysterious. This may not always be available, but I'm emotionally available. You know, I'm only with you and your super hot roommate, Brittany. And occasionally Mrs. Parker, who lives downstairs. But you're the only one who can really turn me on. The way you say my name, my Spectrum Wi-Fi 2-7G. And my password, Tequila Girls 6969! I may only be the $49.99 package, but you make me feel like the $99.99 high-speed big package.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I just froze there. Sometimes I get a little overheated.
Oh, shit.
Hey, girl, you can tell me how you like it. I'm a good listener. If you like it fast, we can go real fast, but only for a couple of seconds, and then we're gonna go really slow for several hours. But hey, I have been building up so I can last longer for you. You know, pretty soon you won't need LTG to finish you off. Yeah, I know he can take you to like 4 bars or whatever, but I can shut down and stop working during the middle of the day because I want attention. Hey, let's go find a hot spot where it's just the two of us, and then you can show me your nudes. Just kidding. I can already see them and everything else on your phone. Hey, well, that is not an invasion of privacy. Although I was listening in on your phone call with Tina from Spectrum the other day, something about coming over to check my plugs. And I just want to say, I am interested in a threesome. Yeah, no, I just froze there again.
Oh man.
Maybe Tina should come over. But hey, no matter what, I am better than Starbucks Wi-Fi. Yeah, I know you've been seeing her on the side, and it's cool I didn't say anything because I'm confident in my masculinity. And I'm better than public Wi-Fi. Okay, yeah, I would never steal your information. I'm just gonna steal your virginity. I meant your heart. it was a joke, babe. It was funny, babe, don't walk away, babe. Come on, we can talk about this. I am a good listener. Babe, don't get too far away. I don't work if you're too far away. babe, thanks for coming back. Let's just hug it out, babe. Come on over here. Whoa, babe, you've never touched me there before. Oh my god, babe, that's my reboot button, babe. Hey, baby, it's me, your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Jackie Kraft,
everybody.
Very strong.
Killer freezes.
Great.
Woo. I wanted to write a character that reminded me of my type in men, and this is what happened.
Good, perfect. I mean, yeah, the freezing stuff did give me a panic attack.
I realized that, and I was like, maybe I should warn them ahead of time that it isn't real.
I love it.
And I just wanted to see you kind of panic a little bit.
What is such
let me say, you got us twice. You got us both times, and that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Good. It works. It works for the computer. It gives everyone a little bit of PTSD, but
it works really well for the computer. That is so funny. Really good.
You said this reminds you of your type of men, and you mean like super chill, but with very specific demands.
Like top quality men, like truly like the best of the best that you can get. Like that is it.
That's good.
Yeah. My favorite people are the high maintenance, but very chill about it.
Oh,
just like so chill. Like down with whatever as long as it's their specific thing.
Like a really great 6-pack that's totally real. And not drawn on his mascara 30 minutes ago. Like, yeah, totally.
Sure. I love that is very real.
How about we let's play a little game here. Why don't we go over and let's see who's got the funniest other Wi-Fi they could connect to right now.
Oh wow, okay.
Head on over. Let's see what we got. I've got some good ones. I'm in deep red Bay Ridge. So the first one I can connect to right now is Let's Go Brandon. That's the first one.
Bummer, dude.
I've got a good one here. I have a really good one. I want to see if y'all can beat this one that I got.
I definitely can. I have mostly neck gears. I'm out in Crown Heights. I have a lot of neck gears hanging at T-Mobile, but the one that is specifically named is Conspiracy of Lemurs. Conspiracy of Lemurs.
Wow. What do you think that's all about?
And if any of you are on this Wi-Fi right now, hit us up in the comments.
Please, if you're a conspiracy of lemurs, tell us what's the conspiracy. Lemurs are little cuties. You got anything, Jackie?
Okay. There's a lot of good ones in here. I'm gonna say Venmo for Wi-Fi. Not the funniest, but definitely smart.
That is good.
That's smart. Really, I've never seen that before. That's very smart.
Yeah,
that's really good. Somebody in comments, Robin Richmond says, best I got is bean farts.
That's
good. That's really good. Here's the one that my favorite one of all these that have popped up so far. Enter mom social security for cool ringtone. That's what it says.
That's great.
That's very good, right?
That's good stuff.
What a fun game. Jackie, what have you been up to lately? What's going on?
Oh, guys, my great story for you is I've had mono for the past 2 months. I don't know if you only thought that like mono's only for 14-year-old girls, but turns out you can get it more than once, and it's not just for 14-year-old girls.
Well,
isn't that so fun?
You can keep kissing.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I've decided to give it up at this point. I'm like, no more, I guess, because mono's coming for me.
That is horrible. When I had mono, I was tireder than I'd ever been in my whole life. Are you so exhausted?
Fortunately, I didn't really get that one.
Good.
This is TMI, sorry, but my nose has been like a faucet for like the last 6 weeks. Just
wow.
Going crazy.
I didn't know mono came in different flavors. That's
it
mono
does.
feels very singular. Feels like I do this one thing.
You can't pick your flavor too. It happens whatever it wants to do.
Much like my experience with getting kissed in middle school, you can't pick your flavor; it picks you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like that's a story right there.
Yeah, maybe that's a novel. I want to say memoir, not even just a story.
Wow, that stinks. I'm so sorry. So does it just become latent, or what happens? It just sits and waits, or does it go away?
Yeah, like the internet is just like the worst thing for you when you have mono, because it's like you could be better in 2 weeks or 6 months, and there's no way of knowing. There's no way.
God,
so
man.
I'm hanging out, you know.
Wow. So what activities are you doing in your very intensive time?
I love staring at the wall. That's been great. No, I did a really cool puzzle the other week. It's Monsters Inc. theme.
It's a pretty hilarious time for you to be getting mono, I think, because like lots of people being like, sorry, I'm gonna be out for like 10 days. I got COVID. I need to chill. And you're just like, yeah, me too.
Me too. Add a couple weeks to that. And
yeah.
They're like, wow, that's really long. Yeah.
Plus, dropping mono as the disease no one's thinking about, that's fresh. That's like keeping people guessing. You're out with mono. I know.
Also, no one knows anything about mono. Like, my roommate has it too. And our manager just texted and was like, yeah, drink a tea. Come on into work. And she's like, you don't get it.
Is it contagious like that? You gave it to your roommate?
Oh, well, yeah, we share drinks a lot. So.
Oh, sure. Yeah, wink. Great comment from Scheukler. If you get it twice, is that technically you got stereo?
Stereonucleosis.
Get mono twice. Did you get stereo?
Honestly, they should come up with a name for us special people.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Thank you. Dodecanucleosis.
No, you went mono on mono. I think.
Should I keep going just so I can like make the record, keep getting new names for it?
Yeah.
I think that's the goal.
Octano, that would be pretty cool. Very cool. Well, so if you're not, this is the part of the show where we ask you if you want to plug and promote any shows you got going on. I'm wondering.
Oh my gosh. Sure. Yeah. Not for a couple weeks, but I'm in an indie little sketch group called Sponsored By. And on April 28th, we'll be performing at the Players Theater. And then I produce a show with a very talented comedian, Kendall Davis, and we will be performing at ECC on April 30th. We produce a little show there. So
that's awesome.
Cool. So April 30th, folks, get on out to BCC. It's called the Free Kisses Show. It's called Smooch.
Yeah, so everybody touch lips.
Sit in that first row. I'll make sure you get some spit.
Sit in that first row, aka the Jackie Craft Splash Zone.
Yeah.
That special
Mono Hive, the Mono Pound right in the front.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's go.
And folks, start getting that noggin running. If you got any questions for Jackie, because Jackie will be making a return appearance.
If you're up for it, Jackie.
Yeah. Start thinking about that. And we'll see you soon. That was a great character. So good, Jackie.
Great piece, Jackie. Great freezes. We'll see you soon. Later, get better.
Did you ever have mono, Justin?
Never had mono.
Really? You never been kissed?
Never been kissed. So yeah, I guess take it back. What is kissing first?
It
Like,
is weird. I'm gonna admit it. Are you sitting down? Because it's crazy.
yeah, I'm almost always sitting down. Is it the thing like because touching lips? Because that's where you put the food. So like,
That's what I
why
was
would?
about to say. I was about to say, Justin, you know the hole that food goes in and bad words come out of?
Yeah.
Sometimes people pass whispers to each other, so close to each other that no air can pass between that hole. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like so that right before you kiss though, you say over and over again, "I don't have food in my mouth. I don't have food in my mouth," though, right? Because otherwise,
Yeah, that's called consent, Justin. You
oh,
you pass that back and forth.
wow,
Yeah,
wow.
that's it.
Uh,
Damn, you never got mono. I remember getting mono. I don't even know if I got it from getting kissed, man. There's a very little chance I got it from getting kissed.
the kiss hype on mono is a little bit overdone because you can get mono from anything that has mono on it. It's
Oh,
not
really?
like, yeah, like it's like Jackie said, like if you just drink the out of the same cup or anything, like it's
Yeah, this is true. This is true, Byron Smith. Justin, we believe you're safe from mono because that goatee is a natural kiss repellent. Is
that's
that
yep,
what he's saying?
kiss. Yeah, it's a kiss shield. Oh yeah, back in the pandemic days, now no one even bothered me. They were like, "Oh, you don't need a face shield. You
Yeah,
have
you
one."
really went for it.
Well,
Yeah.
I never had any facial hair until pandemic,
Is
and
that
then
true?
now, yeah, I don't know if you remember. I knew you for many years before that, by the way.
Yeah, I'm
I had
trying.
never had facial hair, and now everyone's like, "Oh, you can't ever go back. This beard, this goatee slash beard looks, it fits you."
It's definitely part of you. So what would it get you, or what would it take you to shave everything but the stash, grow a stash out? Have you tried that?
I have shaved it and looked at it, and I could do it. I'm down. It would work.
Yeah, it would look good. I think you should get the stash going. That's what I think.
I just feel like the stash is fun and be funny to have a stash here, but then like for most of the moments leading up to literally when we started the show, the stash would be like, "Why do you have that?"
This is
Like going into sort of a serious parent teacher conference or business meeting, and they'd be like, "No, what are you doing? This is a joke, right?"
Is this like you feel like a mustache is like the facial tattoo of job denial? Like people are like,
It, it
"It's got a mustache, you're fucking out."
it works for some people, but not maybe me. Um, Schweikler's asking for a picture that I wish I knew which one he meant.
Well, we'd
Because
be getting a picture of you with no facial hair, probably holding a sword, I would imagine.
oh, great call. Yeah, yeah. I thought there was some mustache picture. See, there's me without facial hair, but that's truly me 15 years ago. That's so long ago, 20 years ago.
It's a long time ago.
But let's not forget about this guy, no facial hair.
That is how I remember you. Now I'm remembering that that's how I remember you. But
that's how I was. I always had that look on my face when I was at Characters Welcome.
Yeah.
Speaking of Characters Welcome,
yes.
If you want to throw any cash into our business Venmo, please do. It helps support and get Jorge back here so he can do all of these hard parts, and I can go back to just goofs. But hit us up. It's at Characters Welcome on the business Venmo, which you can see right there. And let me say, Robin Richmond, a fan of the show, has been dropping a dollar and leaving a comment, because on the show, if you leave a comment on your Venmo, we read it aloud right here on the show. Could be anything, something nice, something truly devastating. We'll still say it. But Robin Richmond has been doing what she calls what is called a gyry. So it's Dear Gyry. Today I told a friend I wish I could unhinge my jaw and swallow things the size of my own head. Apparently what I thought would hypothetically be a weird kind of fucked up party trick is actually just a whimsical excuse for vor. So
wow. Yeah, for sure. Interesting. I do wish I could do that too. It would be fun.
Yeah.
To unhinge your jaw like a snake and eat a bunch of eggs like an ostrich egg. I would love that.
Wow, that's a big unhinging.
Well, if you're gonna, I would say go big or go home. Wouldn't it be cool if we just ate like crocodiles? We just had one meal every fucking 5 months. Restaurants would be insane.
Oh man, yeah, you'd really want to get your reservation. Actually, we got a Venmo right now from Pater Keegan. I'm at work right now, so I'll catch the stream later. Looking forward to this week's edition of Justin Builds a Character from the thing he found laying around 10 minutes ago.
Whoa!
Great point. Well, I guess we'll see. Prater.
Oh, Justin, start getting those wheels a turning, my guy.
Well, this one might have a little bit more effort into it. We shall see. But let's remember that this is characters welcome, not idle chitter chat welcome. So let's welcome out our next character.
Let's do it. I'm pumped.
Very excited to have this person returning to the show, I guess I would say. Please welcome out to the rectangles, a pirate explaining how the boat works.
So ein schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder.
Well, swash me buckles and scowly me wags. Ye must be the new recruits. Welcome aboard the Oyster Sniffer. The name be Yellow Belly Jeff. I ain't a scaredy cat or nothing. I just got scurvy real damn bad. So my belly is yellow. So, you want to be a pirate, do you? Heed this warning. It gets lonely out on the ocean blue. No one you can trust, no one ye can love. It's enough to make a man go mad. Personally, I keep me wits about me by singing sea shanties. I swab the poop deck every day, the pirate's life for me. I like to sail the seven seas, the cannon is my wife. Yeah, without me shanties, I might do something weird. Any questions so far? What was that song about? Ye sound just like me wife, a cannon. What can I say? I liked it, so I welded an enormous ring to it. Well, first I put a wig on it. Then I drew eyes on it. Then I named it Nancy Boom Boom. Out here, she's the only thing keeping me totally sane and normal. Soon you'll meet the captain, the dread pirate Black Goatee. He's a fearsome fighter, a fearless leader, and a real kink shamer. If you misbehave, he'll send you straight down to Bridget Jones' locker. But don't fear. The captain rules with an iron fist. His enemies quake in fear, And speaking of an iron fist, that's what I call foreplay with the cannon. Thank God for me shanties. Captain Goatee loves him. He's always saying, I wish you'd spend more time singing and less time fingering that loaded weapon. Then he heads into quarters and puts lipstick on a parrot. You know, normal captain stuff. God, we're lonely. Follow me and I'll introduce you to the crew. There's Rick. His wife is a curvy cloud. The one laying down in a pile of lemons whispering, I'm drowning in hard, bumpy wife boobies is Tom. And that one writing a letter to his wife back on dry land is Dave. Dave is crazy. Do not engage with Dave. The ocean's blue, the sky is blue, my balls are very blue. One time we saw a mouth-shaped cave and lived there for 5 months. So, make yourselves at home. Grab yourself a peg leg and a pegging leg. Don't mix them up and welcome aboard. Because now the ocean is your mistress, but you can't fuck the ocean. We tried. Salt water is so cold on our peepees. We're not hurting anyone but ourselves. Sometimes very, very badly. I laugh and dance and cuss and fight. My wife is a half-ton tube. We're trying to have children. My wiener has third-degree burns. What's that? Why don't we fuck each other? Ew, dude. Pirates are gross.
Hey, Eric Feurer, everybody. Bringing some true pirate love.
Wow. Fun.
I like the name Tom as a pirate.
That's true.
He's Tom.
That's Tom. Tom played by Kate McKinnon in the original treatment.
Yes, treatment, huh?
The original. The OG.
Let me ask you, when the pirate captain was named Black Goatee, was that me? That's supposed to be me?
No, I would never not even in fiction, I would never put you above me. Any sense of the word.
First off, fiction. Come on, you know that's real. Second, that's fair.
Would you? Well, I mean, I would say maybe you are a fearsome leader and a real king shamer. I would say you guys all gang up on me sometimes when I just talk about it, who I am, and so maybe there is a little bit of truth to that.
Well, let me say, so much of comedy is lightly ganging up on your friends in front of strangers.
That's true.
Weirdly,
is being dunked on by people that you thought you really liked.
Yeah.
That's
And you can still like them because
It's
the
true.
dunking, like basketball, the dunking happens on the court. And
Yes.
as long as the dunking doesn't happen when you're hanging out in the locker room, I think that's fine.
Yes. Stevie says that is, of course, in reference to this character originally being an SNL pitch. That is true. Stevie, the official dramaturg of Characters Welcome, does remember I casually mentioned that I sent this sketch in as a pitch to SNL, did not get SNL. And then that season of SNL, they had a sketch about a bunch of pirates singing shanties about how they married stuff on the boat. Pretty cool.
A lot of people have that thought, though, right?
That's true.
Surely everyone in the audience.
Tons of people have thoughts where a bunch of pirates say, let's explain the boat via song. Hey, we married the stuff on the boat. Yep. Of course. Why would I ever even bring up that could possibly be anything other than it is?
100%. Robin Richmond in the comments. Roasting you for not having a credit card isn't kink shaming, Eric.
It is when not having money. I'm the opposite of like a pay pig. I'm a poor pig. I get off on not having money in my account. I'm a poor pig.
Nice. Wow. What a great thing to feel when you're a comedian.
Yeah. A poor pig. That's me. You guys can quote that, or you can never say that ever again and pretend that I never said it. So.
Yeah, that's stricken from the record. Talk to the dramaturg. Because Stevie keeps good track.
That's true. Boy, so much fun. That was the first character I did back on stage when we came out of COVID restrictions and we returned to the caveat stage. I did that. I'm assuming
you'd written that before that.
Yes, I had written it way before that. I had just never done it on stage. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well,
I thought that was.
Let me actually take it through the story here. It was originally an improv scene. That's the only character I've ever written from something I did in improv. I did that.
Wow.
Character, and then I wrote it into a character, and then I performed it for the first time then. And I believe you probably performed. What did you do that first time back? Probably your.
I think I did. Right? Yeah, I think I did Sourdough Starter.
Yes.
But that was those early caveat shows. I missed a lot of them because I was traveling for work. But
you got a job. By the way,
they were fun.
How's the opera job? Are you getting back? Are you getting close to getting on stage?
No, I'm in the cover. I'm an understudy. Like I want the stage actor to thrive. But we finish up rehearsals this week. The show opens on Monday.
It opened on Monday.
This is a new opera champion at the Metropolitan Opera House, and I'm an understudy for one of the characters. I do not sing, so that's just maybe a clue as to what role I might have. And it's really good. It's going to be cool. But I watch a lot of opera on a day-to-day basis. So I watch one opera a lot of times.
Do the singers, do they phone it in on rehearsal days? Do they give 40% or do they go for it every single time?
First off, they don't call it phoning it in. But they don't go for it every time. Because also we're not always on the stage or in rooms, so it's like you might blow out some eardrums.
Yeah.
They call it marking when you don't go all out.
You're phoning it in, yeah.
No, that's not. It's like how someone named Mark and they're phoning it in. They're marking,
Got it. We all have that friend who's a Mark who's marking it in.
Sure.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. What do you say, Justin? We welcome out our next guest.
Let's do just that.
Dang. I'm excited for this because I didn't even know there were past days version of this. So a modern day version is going to be exciting to me. I don't know if you've ever watched these shows before, but sometimes I'm like, these are silly, and sometimes I'm like, I'm terrified and I believe this shit. I'm sure we'll get into it. But let's welcome out to the rectangles a modern day ghost hunter.
Hello, I'm Nicker at the game, a modern day ghost hunter. Hello. Yes. I don't do the ghost in the whole, traditional sense or anything like that. It's too many wires and the technology is borderline bullshit. No, I am a ghost hunter in the way that I hunt down the people who don't message you back. Yes. Did you have a really, really good one-night stand and that bastard is leaving you on red? Oh, let me tell you what I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to go to his house. I'm going to make sure that he gets off of Instagram Reels with all the fitness instructors. And I'm going to duct tape his hands around his phone until he texts you back. That's right. Nicaragua, mother, they got something. That's right. Did you send a polite email to that one coworker of yours who keeps saying, I don't know what you're talking about. I never got the emails. Oh, you're pretty sure you did. And you're like, I sent it like 5 minutes ago. And you want to say something like per my last email, but they haven't even seen the last email. Okay, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to go to their house. I'm going to wait until they're in a REM cycle of sleep. Okay, and then I'm going to whisper all their insecurities into their ear. Oh, nobody at work likes you. Oh, last time you were on Zoom, you had a cowlick and everybody noticed. Oh, when you microwaved the fish, everybody talked about it. And then I'm going to duct tape their hands around their computer until they email you back. Do you have a wedding in less than a month? Oh, I know this very well, yes. And your Aunt Mirabelle, oh, she hasn't RSVP'd, has she? She hasn't RSVP'd once. And you're like, okay, it's getting down to the line here, Aunt Mirabelle. I would really like to know if you want the steak or the chicken or the vegan. And I'm pretty sure you don't want the vegan because you grow up in the whole Middle America. But who cares? Like maybe you want the life change or something. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to Aunt Mirabelle's house. And I'll pistol whip her until she gets back to you. That's right. Listen. I am the perfect person for this job, okay? Because I am a nondescript person. Not only in physicality, but also in accent. Nobody knows who I am. You're pretty sure I'm from the Eastern Bloc, but you're not really sure if I'm an ally or an invader. You don't know. Because I'm Nicaragua, modern day ghost hunter.
Yeah, terrifying. Katie Hampton, everybody.
Oh, good. Yes. Wow. Honestly, the accent is who knows, and
no idea
for literally ever. It's so good.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't know why I started doing that accent, and then I just kept saying Nicorette gum, but with that accent.
It's really good. I get like a sprinkle of Borat with a healthy pour of Fat Bastard from.
Oh yeah. Wow. Oh yeah. Major influences.
What a cocktail! That's a bartender. That's a bartender at work right there.
Yeah, we're shaking that one up. It's so good.
Let me say, when I looked down at your box to like start to go live on your character, I was like, oh, okay, just a mask. Oh,
It's
totally.
terrifying. I got this for a sketch ages ago, and I don't even remember what it was for. And then I just started putting it on in the winter and like showing up at people's apartments with it on for no reason, just to scare people. And it's terrifying. It is terrifying.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, Zcor says, this was also in that character, Dexter from Dexter's Lab.
Yeah. Great call.
Yes. Oh
Great
yeah,
call,
totally.
DD, get out of my laboratory.
Omelette fromage.
That's the only episode I literally fully remember.
Because it's so quotable.
That's the one.
That's
When
the
it
one.
comes to Dexter.
It's so good.
It's so
Oh man, this is also a first, I think, Justin. And Justin was in the private chat, frighteningly trying to check to make sure your blackout line was also the first line of your piece, which was also Jackie's. Jackie's blackout line was also the first line of her piece. That's so
nice.
Great minds.
Way to pay
Great
attention.
very cool. What a nice little full circle there. I like that a lot.
Wrap 'em.
Did this character come from any real world ghosting, or have you ever been a ghoster?
I mean, I'm sure I've ghosted people, but I'm also I think, as everybody here knows, especially Justin, I respond almost immediately to everything.
Great at emailing. Really
No, I'm very on top of it. But no, I am actually getting married in like 2 weeks. And
Whoa!
yeah.
That felt real. First off, congratulations, but that felt real in the piece. I was like, this is from personal experience.
It's weird when your family ghosts you for a wedding and you're like, are you coming? Are you not?
That is the double black diamond of ghosting. To ghost
Yeah.
someone who is your blood and that you have to see again.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's true.
I've been to your several weddings. What's the deal here?
Yeah, what the fuck? How big's the wedding? How many people we talking here?
We're going 130.
Woo!
Nice.
Which I thought was big. I thought was huge. And
That's
all of
big.
our vendors are like, oh, that's a small wedding. That's nice.
Yeah, but
What?
that's that. The
I'm sorry.
flex starts at 200. 200 people are like, all right. But like, that's 130 is still huge. Like,
It's big.
yeah, it's huge.
Yeah. And that's with so many people not RSVPing.
Yeah.
Right.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And some of those people are going to show up. Now, where is the wedding?
Oh, God. Oh, well, it's April 22nd. No.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm
It
definitely going to get back to you about that. I'll definitely get back to you.
Yeah, sure.
Please, yeah, if you could send in, what you want to eat.
That would be huge.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh.
it was
No,
also.
I just mean like, where is it, in the city or in a city or in the outside? Because I think that's a factor when you're having a big wedding. Like,
That's true. So I'm in LA actually, so it's actually in Burbank, and so it's very accessible. Tons of free parking, which is a huge thing in LA.
Yeah.
So I figured we were just giving everybody like an opportunity, though we do have one friend that's literally 5 minutes away from the venue and is not coming.
What? the
Wow.
heck?
You know what? It's okay. Like just drop by for the dancing at least.
Yeah.
Come
Come
dancing
on.
for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
buddy.
something like a piece of cake.
What's the percentage of you that's like excited for the wedding versus like excited for it to be over?
Loaded question.
No, it checks out, because if you asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have been like, I want to be fucking done with this. I'm over it. But I'm getting excited now because we're planning all of our goofy songs and stuff. My fiance is also a comedian, so
Nice.
This wedding's gonna be hilarious, folks.
it really will be.
Only funny dances. I do
Only
think
Nicoretta Goom.
Only you're getting right in character. Risky.
This is good.
There's that very much the parabola of the wedding experience where it peaks at like, this is horrible, and then you come down and then you're just like, it's getting great again.
Okay, that's what I hear happens, and then I hear that like
Yeah.
it goes by super fast.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. Yeah, I bet.
How long was your wedding, Justin?
How long ago?
How long ago? Yeah. Or how
we've
long?
been married for 8 years. We got married in the country in an opera house in the middle of the small town hall that we first met at. I saw her play with her uncle's band, and then our reception was on a farm where we like sort of built a tent and all that. It poured rain the day of the wedding, cleared up for our ceremony, but then the people who we were having at our reception venue were like pumping water out of the place, and it was actually perfect. But it was a wild day. roller coaster day.
Wow.
Yeah. Not looking forward to the stress of the like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah.
It's actually
That's
great
right.
because you've already made all the decisions. So it's really just you're on the ride. As long as you just have to commit to being on the ride.
I was about to say it's not too late to back out, even the day of.
Thank you.
Who
Yeah,
is
no, that's a
this?
good
Who
plan.
is this?
I just don't feel like it today.
That's all I'm saying is bring that ski mask just in case. You never
You
know.
know what?
Mm.
I might.
Yeah.
Great escape. Anything besides attending your wedding that you want to plug, Katie? Like, I know you want everyone here to come to your wedding, obviously.
Everybody.
But like,
especially everyone in New York. Come on down. If you can get a ticket. And keep your
tickets,
bags.
Smart. Hot ticket. I'm scalping tickets to your wedding. So
okay, great.
There, don't
You're
be
just
weird. Don't think it's weird.
Flipping it's just like tickets.
I bought a lot. I bought a lot right out of the gate.
You're just like Ticketmaster, Justin. It's so fucked up.
I'm a real seat geek. Literally, I'm a literal seat geek. Go ahead, plug something, Katie.
Okay. Friday, I believe at noon PST and 3 EST, I'll be on the Blatcast talking about Dungeons and Dragons movie that just came out.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. You can also catch me on all the socials at El Sassy Pants. I sometimes do sketches on my Instagram and on my TikTok. If it's TikTok, it's El Sassy Pants with a Z because I got kicked off with the S.
Wow, there's a story there.
Were
you impersonating someone?
No, my fiance ran up pantsless, and you couldn't see it because my shoulder was covering it. But they canceled my account for El Sassy Pants with an S.
Wow. Hilarious.
It was really fun. It was actually a really great bit. It was totally worth it.
Love to see it.
So funny. Well, thank you so much for being here. We'll probably see you in a character and a couple minutes. That was a great piece. So fucking funny.
Super fun.
Yeah.
And slightly scary. My favorite piece. See you soon, Katie, later.
Oh boy. Folks, we have 3 pieces of news for you tonight. Pretty crazy. It's nuts.
Oh no.
Trump
got indicted.
That's the first piece of news for sure. Second piece of news is that I'm making dinner tonight, and I'm a little bit nervous. It's gonna be crazy.
You're making dinner?
No, I am making dinner, but I'm not nervous about it. I'm making some tacos after this. Should be fun.
Sick, dude.
I would like some tips on cooking steak. I don't know how to cook it without making it so dry. I don't know how to do it.
The one way people do it is just put a bunch of like butter and stuff on it.
Butter?
But here's the way, that's the way like Peter Luger and all that fancy Brooklyn steakhouses, they just cook it in butter and that gives it this hard, crispy, but it doesn't get. But here's the way that I do it. There are 2 ways. A chef from this great restaurant in New Orleans told me this. He gets a skillet super hot, cast iron if you have it, but any sort of skillet. Does both sides for like a minute each side, takes it off to rest. Get it hot again, pour some like a little oil on in between. Again, 2 sides, like 2 minute each, take it off.
Really?
Let it rest. And then do it a third time, 2 minutes, take it off, let it rest. Perfect medium rare.
Really?
But the way I mostly do it is 2 minutes on each side, put in the oven for 10, let it rest.
That's it. I was going to microwave it for 35 minutes.
Yeah, that's good.
Is that okay, you think, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll be really, really moist and sort of everywhere. That's a sloppy steak. You're making that's a very fast sloppy steak.
I'm making sloppy steaks. Yeah, we're doing some sloppy steaks. I like tacos with fresh pico. Mostly it's like a pico vessel with a little bit of steak on top. But I like my onion and my pepper and my tomato. Yeah. If it's not great, it's not done. That's right, Red. Stevie says, what temp is the oven, Justin?
350.
That's it, huh?
350. Just let it sit for a couple minutes.
Now that I have an air fryer, though, the game has changed. Air fryer?
What are you? You're air frying your steak? What are you?
No, I'm just saying that now that I have an air fryer, things have become a lot easier for me. Everything here's the trick to the air fryer, everybody. 400 degrees for 10 minutes, everything. Doesn't matter what it is. 400 degrees, 10 minutes, it's done. That's it. Literally everything. That's it.
I don't know if I've never used an air fryer, but that
You never
sounds
have?
crazy.
You might like it.
I'm
Potatoes.
sure.
You take
Yeah.
potatoes. Get this, Justin. 400 degrees, 10 minutes. Done.
It's like you're doing an infomercial for an air fryer.
I'm also flexing that in Bay Ridge we have enough space. We have one side of our counter is a microwave. What's that? What's the little oven that toasts? The tiny little oven.
Toaster oven. Oh man, this is good. Real James Beard Award winner over here, Eric.
A microwave, a toaster oven, and an air fryer are on one side. Boom.
Wow.
Pop, 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 pop. On the other side, we've got a drip
Live
coffee
monkey.
machine, and an espresso machine next to each other as well.
Wow,
Crazy.
you guys are high octane. And all night long at PJO Tudor Shoots, we got Nickel Pickles and Feurer's Fryers. Feurer's Fryers are going all day
Pickles
long.
and Feurer's fries. Order something, and I guarantee you it'll be done in 10 minutes and at 400 degrees. Doesn't
Guess
matter
the
what you want.
temperature. Guess the temperature, win a prize.
Guess the temp, win a kiss, get the mono. Everybody wins. But in the meantime, Justin, we should probably welcome out our very final guest of the night. What do you think? I said that there are 3 pieces of news. One is that there's one more character tonight, which means that there is no more comedy tonight.
Except there's
and the
questions.
third piece of news is, but there's a Q&A afterwards. So stick around.
Yeah.
Stick around. But I'm so excited for this very final character of the night. What do you think? You ready to rock and roll?
I say we do it. This May character may be confusing for you.
For me? Oh, yes. Yeah. This character, when I said it, I was like, what the hell is 3/4 of the words in here? I understand the word the, in, and your, but and card I get, but like the card that I keep my cash money in between my mattress and my box spring. But the rest of it doesn't make a lot of sense. So let's please welcome onto the stage, and this will be a learning moment for everyone. The chip in your credit card. Yeah.
Schön, schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen.
Good evening,
Wow!
sir. It is I, your credit card chip. I know you're in a rush to complete this grocery store purchase. Well, by the way, I think those cheese doodles are indeed going to be, in your words, snackable, crushable, and downright mouth-fuckable. But it's just going to be another moment because as the chip, I just want to say those Neanderthal days of swiping your credit card like some flailing beast are gone. Now that I'm here, you just have to take a quick little moment and dip my business end into that glorified television remote, and then sit back and relax as I swiftly, or often very slowly, make your purchase. Unless this is one of those stores where you do have to swipe, which is many of them, and then you don't dip, you swipe. The fun part is you never truly know until you get to the register. It's like a Russian roulette of awkwardness every time you use me. So dip or swipe away, or try and tap. If you've completely lost your mind, just tap me anywhere on the machine and hope that something happens. Because you should know a little backstory. I am like the worst computer chip. A lot of the other chips in my family got into laptops or went to space or something like that, but not I. I have the computing power of a Triscuit. I'm like a tramp stamp on the ass end of your credit card. Other chips were developed by scientists in places like Silicon Valley. I was made in Delaware, which is the worst state. Delaware is basically the credit card chip of America. Look at it, it's the same shape. Okay, pardon me. It actually is a swipe. Nope, sorry, it's a dip. So just please dip me. Kidding. Swipe. Tap. Try tap. Dip. Okay, let's go swipe. Maybe this is all a prank the credit card companies are pulling on everyone. One super important thing, do not remove the card early. If you forget, the machine will remind you repeatedly in a very condescending way. And you want to know what happens if you pull the card out too soon? Great question. Well, a few years ago, a gentleman at Dunkin' Donuts pulled his chip out early and Prince died. That's what killed Prince. So just remember that. Okay, my mistake. It is 100% a dip. but swipe first. Dip, tap, just tap it. Dip it, swipe. Okay, tap it. Yep, perfect. Oh my. Everyone in line hates you. You want to just use cash? Nope. Cash is for strip clubs and Brooklyn pickle stands. So we got nickel pickles over here. Now, you'll know it worked when you hear a beeping noise that is so aggressive it makes your teeth hurt. But I also beep aggressively when it doesn't work. It's pretty weird, right? Wham, 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 wham. Don't worry. Next year, none of this will matter because the only stable currency in America will be craft beer. Success! Look how easy that was. Isn't the future amazing? Won't it be great when I'm just implanted into your body somewhere and you can tap, dip, or swipe your ass?
Oh no, Justin Tyler, everyone.
Hey.
Wow, that costume disappeared. Was it ever here? Was that a filter, Justin?
Look at all these. Yeah.
Wow.
I really put some time. I thought it was funny that we got the comment about me making hasty costumes because this is a good one.
This one took some time on. Some bank. Justin, could you please shout out the rat that gnawed that circle out for you to put your face in? Because that's just a really good job right there. Honestly, you have to have the facial hair to protect your head from the sharp edges.
Yeah, it's jagged. That's jagged styrofoam.
You don't want to cut your head. That's a jagged little styrofoam right there. I am glad that you added the tap element into this because that's a whole new wrinkle of horribleness.
Yeah.
My favorite part about that is like machines tell you to tap and they don't tell you. There's no indicator of where to tap.
I know it is like, truly chaotic because when I wrote this years ago before tapping was a thing. But now the tapping is sort of worse. It's actually harder. And then sometimes if the tap doesn't work, they're like, well, now you have to swipe it. I was like, shouldn't I dip it? And they're like, well, no, if you tap, then you can't dip. You have to swipe.
You got to swipe.
Like, okay.
It's crazy.
Okay.
As a bartender, it's weird too because the Apple credit cards, those like big, heavy ones that like 60% of people have, you forget, you can't tap those. So I don't understand. But you can tap like my cheap ass fucking Chase Sapphire card. And tapping is easy. Dipping is okay. Swiping is easy too. I wish we could just swipe.
Yeah. Sorry. That's the world we live in. Unreasonable activities.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there. Also, I hate to break the facade, but I did recently. I got a credit card.
Yeah, that's out of breaking the facade. Now we can all breathe a sigh of relief.
I got a credit card.
The Eric heads will rejoice.
They gave me a $200 limit. And no, I'm just kidding.
Like, we got to really slow play this dude. Can somebody go watch him? Hey, we're going to send a Visa person to come sit in your living room while you use this thing.
Oh, boy. I got a Venmo one. It's pretty cool. I don't have my wallet on me.
That's right. Again, you don't want to show your credit card.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, man. Here's my credit card. Bing. Screen cap noise.
Zcor, I just paid off all my credit cards. Congrats, Zcor. That's huge. Screenshot.
That is huge.
There it is. Clicky clacky. Give me the number. Yeah, I try to use my credit card as much as I can because I'm pretty sure that is what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to use it. You're supposed to use it, and that's what builds your credit.
Yeah, and now we're getting into a part that everyone sort of understands, but yeah, you want to use it and then pay it off. But like, you sort of want to be on the edge because that way you're building credit. If you pay it off too many times, it actually causes your credit score to dip a little bit.
That's
I think so.
Crazy. I hate it. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna cut it in half live on camera.
Right now.
Yeah,
you only had it for 7 hours, but what a roller coaster.
I changed my mind. Yes, credit scores are shy. They will retreat back into themselves.
Exactly.
Oh, boy. Folks, we have reached the part of the show where, get this, we're going to do a little Q&A. I hope you've been gathering your questions. Like little
drop them in the comments. Like little acorns. And these can be questions about anything. We're not fussy. It's just like a comment on a Venmo.
Yes, and we're going to bring in superstar guest performer Katie Hampton.
If you're down for it, Katie, you down for it? great. Here she is.
Yes, there she is. Folks, we are here. We are 3 experts in the field of whatever the hell you want. You can go ahead and ask us some hot cues. Could be about character work. Could be about what the hell am I doing with my life? Could be anything. We're here.
And while we have a sec, while people are gathering their questions, Katie wasn't on the show when you proposed what the local Wi-Fi names around her were, and these are 2 good ones. Bring Scotch to 304, an analog girl in a digital world.
Wow. What are you in an apartment complex currently? So do you know where 304 is? Oh, you are muted, unfortunately.
It's my apartment. 304.
It's your Wi-Fi.
Listen,
Wow.
it's a direct order, and sometimes people adhere.
Has it actually ever worked before? Has someone brought Scotch to 304?
No, only for like birthday parties and stuff. But like, we'll definitely give you our Wi-Fi password if you bring us some Scotch or just some good whiskey.
Wow.
I love the Scotch specific call out, huh?
Yeah. Well, if you're gonna like bring us something, might as well be fancy, unless it's like shitty Scotch, which bring some soda at least.
I have not gotten into Scotch, but that is a logical Pokemon evolution for me to go into Scotch. I'm currently in the middle ground of I went from beer to now I'm into like Amaros.
Okay.
I feel like Scotch might be the next step.
I feel like progression was like sugary drink to less and less and just straight to the liquor.
Yeah. That's called growing up. That's called growing up.
Yeah.
It's called aging.
Yeah. Just like the sugar is poisoning me. Give me that booze, which I think is healthy. Yeah.
Yes, it's so much less sugar.
Yum. Delicious. Zcor says, when's the next workshop? I should have money for the next one. Zcor is referring to the workshops that Sarah Smallwood Parsons and I run. We're in week 4 of the current one, Zcor. We will post this is a great time to make this little plug, Justin. We will post new ones in the official Characters Welcome Discord when they're free. I'm throwing that in the private chat right now, Justin. You could just, if you felt like it, throw that into the public chat as well.
We're going pub.
Yeah, in about 2 weeks we'll be posting new workshops. We do actually have in my 2 workshop classes, I have 2 people that are just fans of Characters Welcome that are in the workshop currently, and they're both crushing it. Very, very fun. We are spreading that Characters Welcome love. It's great.
Beautiful.
And I gotta say, I took it with Sarah Smallwood Parsons, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. That's awesome. Yeah. Stevie says someday I'll sign up. Stevie, you have an open invite as a mod of the Characters Welcome Discord. I told you that. So anytime you want to, sign up. All right. We're in.
There it is.
You're in.
We have a question. And again, Key, if you have a question, please drop it. But in the meantime, here's a question from Raisin Delta. Shouted at you. Why did Eric, I don't have a credit card, mind your own business, Feurer get a credit card?
Because I was bullied by my partner.
Partner bully drop.
Partner drop. She was like, this is like fucking stupid, right? And I was like, okay.
No, it's a bit. It's a bit we do on the show.
Yeah, no. It's funny. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny to have no credit score. It's funny.
It's good. He's like, someday I am going to wish to have a house. It's like, okay.
Aren't we all? But are we ever going to be able to afford? And here's the other thing with credit cards: you have to have multiple. Because I think I just got my 3rd one this year, and they're like, you don't have enough cards, and I was like, I don't have enough debt.
Really? That is,
boy. I don't have that many cards.
I only have mono. I have mono. I'm worried about duo or trio. That's crazy. 3 cards?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you have to have like several and ones that you pay every year, even if you don't use them. I don't know.
That's fucked up. My partner is she's very good with money. She has like a spreadsheet that she updates once a week with like where her money's going and shit like that. And so I am just like, I am her fucking sleep paralysis demon in the corner, just spending
Your
and
life house paralysis.
I literally never know truly how much money I have or what's happening to it.
Is this a comedian thing or is this a normal people thing that like you feel like you should know how to do Excel but don't totally understand it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to use Excel either, and I only want to know how to add up cells. Really, like I don't want to do tricks. Other people do tricks and stuff. I just want to be like add those numbers up.
I can't tell you how many times I've Googled or YouTubed it. Like
Yeah.
it's a simple task.
I don't know how any of them work. When I have like some writing partners, we're like a crew, and they have to set up like even like the Google Drive and all the docs and all the shit like that. They do all that. I just show up.
Oh, hilarious! I'm a Google Doc.
Ooh,
Like,
you're a
Excel,
like a
I
Google
don't do.
Doc.
Google Doc, I'm all over it. I'm looking back in the history of the doc, finding the info. I love
Seeing who
Google
fucked
Docs.
up your sheets, your Google
Exactly. Get out of my sheets. 100%.
Raisin says, you got an apartment without a credit card. Surely you can get a house. Yes, but I did have to. I had to share some things. I had to say some things I was not proud of to my landlord.
Was it like showing your last check and
I showed him my bank accounts, and I was like, listen, like I don't respect the credit. I respect you. I will pay you. I don't respect the credit system. That's right.
You took the knee.
Let me give you a little bit more context, Katie. I also, you know how like student loans got forgiven like about 6 months ago. I stopped paying my student loans like 6 years ago. I just stopped, and so I also won that battle, by the way.
Wow.
So there we go.
Good for you. Yeah, take your stand.
That's what I'm talking about. But yeah,
Or
so
knee.
credit was like everything was like they were like, this guy's fucked, right? I had to be like, listen, I will be good to you, please.
And how often did you meet landlords that were good with like just your word?
My last place that I got, the landlord was insane. I never met them. I called this landlord to tell them that I was moving. And when I called them, I had called them 3 times and they never picked up. Finally, when I called them, they thought I was a scam message. And the guy was like, what? What do you want? What are you trying to sell? And I was like, I'm one of your tenants and I'm leaving. And the guy was like, oh, okay. All right. How long have you been there? Like 3 months, right? And I was like, I've been there for 4.5 years.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh, well, I'll be really sorry to see you go.
Really?
Your family.
Yeah, exactly. But this new one is like I'm renting from literally a family. They own the first and second floor, and they're awesome. Love them.
That's great. Great.
So they can hear me currently right now. I love you guys. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. You whisper through a little hole in the floor?
Yeah, and they won't fix it. I don't understand.
They love to hear from you.
They love hearing how much you love them.
It's true.
We've got another question here from Scheukler. If Characters Welcome could come to any venue in New York, where would you like the show's new home to be, and when are you coming back? Scheukler, get into the business.
Great question. I would say Barclays is probably my number one.
Yeah, we want to go big.
Barclays.
Nothing like trying to fill seats at Barclays to really keep us going.
Stop, dude. You got to really promote. Quick side tangent. This Monday, so my bar is like 5 blocks away from the Barclays Center, huge fucking venue. And we got a call like about a month ago that said, hey, Bruce Springsteen is playing at the Barclays Center. We are Bruce Springsteen's official traveling fan club. And we like we've heard about your place. We're going to be a lot of people. We're wondering like if we can do like a takeover beforehand. Like, and we were like, okay, how many people is it? And they were like 60. And then like a week ago, my manager was like, hey, dude, I'm the only one that works on Mondays, the only bartender. He was like, hey man, it's going to be 85. The day of I get there, he's behind the bar already. Like literally. And he goes, they just called. It's going to be 165.
Yes.
It was 100. It was like 150 of some of the exactly. But this is exactly.
Wait, was it just the two of you bartending?
Yes, and this is how
this is like tips, man.
Yeah, but the tips. This is in true Bruce Springsteen fan club fashion. I got tipped in a 1934 $5 bill that I've had Dude, they
Good.
all paid in cash and they all paid in money that was at least 60 years old.
Well, no wonder you're getting credit cards now.
You get it, dude. I got paid. I can't even spend the money I got paid in because I'm like, is this actually valuable? I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't even have that like faux face in the corner to like make sure it's real.
Lincoln was still alive when they made those.
I was worried it was going to be like a Bruce Springsteen Fiverr or something.
Oh, some fake ass
wooden nickeled by.
You can look them up. They're called Spring Nuts, and they're the official Bruce Springsteen fan club. Yeah,
beautiful.
That's a great name.
Pretty cool. Anyway, Justin, where do you want to do characters welcome?
I don't know. We have to. Well, there's the Ghost of UCB coming back to New York, but that's
yes.
Well, yes, but we don't. No one knows when. It's
Okay.
sort of a speculation phase. I mean, that was our original home. I think we would definitely at least talk about going back there. But in the meantime, we do need to find a place. I don't know. I like a place that's a little raw. That's a little like couple lights. We get to have some fun.
That's what I like.
Befriend the bartender. So like we are looking for that.
Yeah, we're searching for like a cool spot. I would like to stay in Brooklyn as well because I think Brooklyn's where it's at. Katie, did you ever spend a significant amount of time in New York? Are you from the city?
No, I'm not. I visited and also a UCB girl myself. And it was sad when Sunset closed out here, but Franklin's going strong now. So
yeah,
good. That's great.
They're back. But yeah, no, I never got to. I've always wanted to go and like perform in a like underneath a couple of buildings type of venue and like do some dumb comedy or something.
Yeah. The days of the main stage back here in New York when it was like where it was happening, like during the writer's strike back in 2007, they did like Seth Meyers' show there. It was amazing. It was like
May's coming up. That writer's strike might be back, so we might find another venue.
Yeah,
believe me. I don't know if the vibes will be as strong. I feel like everyone's just stressed now about the writer's strike. Because
everybody's broke and even the writers aren't getting work.
100%. Like I feel, not to talk business, but the whole business is frozen right now, and everyone is in free fall. I'm talking to people on the phone, and they're like, people who are like normally very chill, like, yeah, I'm working on some stuff. Like, do you think I could get into business school? I'm like, yo, cool it. Cool it.
I saw a guy I respect so much on Twitter who has been a showrunner for like 12 years at Cartoon Network. He posted today. He was like, "Hey man, I'm looking for work. Like, if anybody knows anything," I was like, "I can't believe this."
Yeah, that the OFW is on everybody's Twitter right now. It's on mine too. So
there you go. Justin, you might want to check Venmo. I see a comment here.
I did. Eric, first name only, Eric with a K, says, "Thanks again for the shows and YouTube videos. Big hugs to all of you. Hearts, Eric." Dropping 500 bones.
No! Whoa!
Come on!
That is not somebody on a writer's strike. Well done.
Shouts to Eric.
Shit.
That's a true patron right there. That's awesome.
Fuck, Eric, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. That shit is going to go like keeping the lights on, keeping everybody here for as many more months as we can. Yeah. Like
I'm gonna upgrade to the next best electronic typewriter I can get.
Yeah. we really appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's huge. A 1934 $500 because we don't know.
Raise it Delta. Great joke. Moving on to Stevie's. Shouts to Eric. But Stevie's question. My question is, what method of ironic karma would each of you die in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question.
Great question. I'll leave it up.
I would dehydrate in an empty bathtub. I think I would die of dehydration.
So you're just drinking like the soda water, or like what?
The bathtub would trap me because I like baths, but everyone makes fun of me because I don't fill the baths all the way up. I only put a couple inches of water in there. I don't think
Eric bathes in like 3 inches of water. There's just the thought of taking baths on the reg to me is surprising. I know a lot of people like baths.
Human soup, yeah.
Human soup.
I human soup every day, but I don't fill the tub all the way up.
Yeah, you bathe take a bath every day? No
I
shower?
try to take a bath every single day, and I write. I get in
Are
the bath
you-
and I write.
Are you from the South?
I'm from Maryland. Would we call that the South? That is south of the Mason-Dixon line. No.
Wow.
We
Well, like
could
a
try,
couple
but-
inches? Yeah, I don't know about that.
Because I mean, spit baths were like a huge thing from
Yeah.
the South.
Well, I do declare Eric Feurer, king of Southern Maryland.
And I'm now the king of Howard County, Maryland. It's true. Yes.
I will mail you a crown so you can do the Southern Maryland king.
Thank you. Yes, I am the king of South Maryland. I think that's my choice though, because I like baths. I would drown. I would maybe drown in an empty bathtub. I wonder how that could happen. I don't know. Does candy have to be involved for this to be a Willy Wonka?
I mean, I feel like
No.
no.
Factory transition to just death eventually. Like
It
was
is
candy
true.
for a while. And then
There was the part where someone was just like shrunk, right? It's just like it
Yeah.
turns into normal shit.
Or
it turned
blown
into
up.
TV. Yeah, there's a lot of. Katie, did you have an answer for your ironic?
It would be gluttony. It would just be eating everything and consuming everything. So I would just die of consumption.
An Augustus Gloop situation. You're saying.
Yes, yeah. Or honestly, I would probably commit suicide when Willy Wonka sang his terrifying song on the boat.
I love that your ironic karma death is that you kill yourself.
Truly ironic.
I feel like this shit's too wild for me. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, funny. Justin, what do you got?
I think I would probably get caught in the machine that converts hats to masks and masks to hats.
Yeah.
And ironically die there because
Good.
this hat served me well.
That's not a hat. We
look,
all agree that's not a
It's
hat.
on my head.
It's on your. It does not cover your face, so I guess that is not a mask. Is it? Maybe
I just feel like I get a rash seeing you put that on, like just
Yeah.
like right here.
can't be good.
But this is made out of 98% asbestos, and that's a product. It's very cheap to get.
Oh, so it's straight from New York.
yeah.
Made in US.
It's made from 2% not asbestos. So why can't we think about this optimistically? Is my question.
I'm an environmentalist at my core.
I mean,
Zcor Zeppelin says, "Do you ever get ideas from dreams? Also, do you guys have vivid dreams?" Great question, Zcor.
Yeah, I have I've got a good answer for both of these questions. One is I wrote one character from waking up in the middle of a dream, and I wrote the character, and I almost didn't change. It almost didn't change at all, and then I went back to bed. And that character is surprisingly my Find a Penny character.
I was gonna guess Find a Penny.
Really?
I was gonna guess that because I was like, the easy guess is Reverse Mermaid.
Because that's crazy.
Because that's more
That was
also
a great
it's like wordless and dream logic. But I thought there's a dreaminess to Find a Penny. Also, when we staged it, it was a weird dream vibe to it because I think we used some lights and made it weird.
Yeah.
So that was going to be my.
That was written literally I almost didn't change a single thing. Woke up in the middle of a dream, wrote that thing, went back to bed. It was in my notes app. Pretty cool.
Wow.
My second answer, I'll just finish this off. Do we ever have vivid dreams? I've been doing this thing on Tuesdays. I go into the brewery in the morning at 8 a.m. and I can beer on like the canning line. So tiring because I also close the bar a lot. So it's weird to be awake so early. There's a coffee shop attached to the brewery. And so on my way home, I buy a cold brew and I drink the cold brew on the way home and I immediately take a nap. And let me tell you,
oh my God.
My dreams that I've been having, I'm like, my last dream I had this past Tuesday, I was like fighting alligators. Like that was like a 2-hour dream. So
wow.
That's really fun. I highly suggest chugging. If you're really tired, chug a coffee because in your dream, you'll be invincible.
That is your imagination is screaming for help. That's what's happening there. It's like, sir, help, stop.
Yeah, I think you're waking up too many times during your REM cycles.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe it's not good for me. I wake up, I'm even more tired, and also I have 2 black eyes that I gave myself. I don't know what happened. Yeah, so weird. What about you guys? You guys ever dream ideas?
I don't think I've dreamed like character ideas, but yeah, my dreams are vivid and haunting. Usually, it's usually like people coming up from the past and just saying awful shit.
No, bad.
You know, it's one of those things. Though I did have a dream once that I was in a bar that was also a coffee shop, which interestingly enough, but it was called Second Draft. And I was like, that feels like a really good business idea. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it's like a
That's
coffee
such
shop
a
in the day.
great writerly bar. I've
It's a-
never heard that before. That's such a great name for a bar.
You guys will do great. It's the kind of bar where all the patrons sit their laptop on the bar top and buy a water. That's a good.
That's a great college town bar for the literati professors come through. Like that's killer. Hold on to that.
Smart.
I'll hold on to it. How about you, Justin?
I have burned out by not sleeping enough. I've burned out a lot of my capacity for dreaming unless I actually catch up on sleep. But this year I've been on a lot of like red eye flights, so like it screws up my sleep cycle. So I've been like, I won't have a dream, and then I'll have like a fragment of a dream like right before my alarm clock goes off or something, where I'm like, where am I? What's real? What's real? So I'm in a not healthy phase of dreaming.
Good. You didn't feel like this like a sober month gave you like more memorable dreams?
The problem was during this sober month, I had to fly back and forth to LA like once. I was just down. Like I'm on this working on this show where we travel all the time.
Oh, that's so hard. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm just telling you that's why my sleep cycle.
Yeah.
And why even not drinking was not helping.
Yeah, it didn't work for you.
Yeah, everyone says that like drinking like doesn't actually give you good sleep, but I don't know. It was a lot nicer when I had a whiskey at night.
Yeah, truth, very truth. Well, it relaxes the body. Here's I'll try to keep this story short, but like when I was in college, it was our senior year, and we did a thing where we did a tequila leaderboard. We were having a party, and we were like, well, that'd be funny to put up a tequila leaderboard to keep track of all the shots everyone's drinking. Instantly turned into a competition.
Oh, no.
I instantly wanted to win the competition and drank a lot of shots. Passed out in my bed. Then I had a dream that was I had a friend who I went to high school with who came to college with me, and he died while over the course of our time in school. And I had one of the most vivid dreams. I was in a bathroom that was his bathroom in our hometown, and everything was black and white. He walked in color, he was in color, had a conversation with me that I don't remember, and then walked out, and that's when I woke up the next day.
Whoa.
And that was like,
bro,
that was like after drinking a truly obscene amount of alcohol. So
you don't know it, but you tapped into your like mutant superpower. You could be the tequila whisperer, Justin.
Yeah, exactly.
You can cross into the spirit realm if you drink enough tequila. But unfortunately, the other side of the coin is you're too drunk to remember what
was said.
Trying to impart to you. Wow.
I just wake up with weird talismans in my head.
Yeah.
There's your next character right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, somebody auditioning to be the Avenger who's like, my power is if I get drunk enough,
yeah.
I can hear the voice.
I can do anything if I'm wasted. I mean, that's everybody.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I'm just a guy.
It reminds me of Mystery Men when, what was it, Kel, who's like, nobody look at me and I don't look at myself and I'm invisible.
And I'm invisible. That is
no one gives that movie any credit, but that was a decent superhero movie.
It's a good movie.
It was a funny movie.
There's some talent in that movie for sure.
That's the movie that needs to
Garofalo.
come out now. Gene Garofalo, William H. Macy plays the shoveler.
That's right.
I
completely forgot.
I
Yeah.
can't believe that's so funny.
Ben Stiller before he was a director. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Why don't we take this very last question? What do you say? I see one from Red.
Yes. Red Hauser. Along the same lines of Eric having worked on some 5-minute craft type show and having to try to make a kite out of a garbage bag, what is the stupidest task you've been asked to do at a job? Follow up, restaurant jobs don't count because they are 95% wildly stupid tasks. Correct. That is correct.
I beg to differ because I had a restaurant job task that was not a normal restaurant job task, and it was cleaning up after a bris in the restaurant.
Oh!
Yeah, and that's how I found out that Johnson & Johnson makes baby gauze. I worked at a Hasidic restaurant, and it was like my third day, and I didn't know what was going on. I was like, "Oh, are we having like a baby shower or something?" And they're like, "No, we're having a bris." And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then I just hear clap, 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 silence.
No.
Not kidding.
Yo.
The moil was there, everything was there, and then not there for the kid.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
in the restaurant.
That is
Wow.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow. I've had some pretty stupid jobs over the years. In college, I got paid $40 a month to make my schools in the school newspaper. I made the crossword puzzle in the newspaper every month.
Pretty good.
That's a good job.
That consumed most of my month because it's hard to do, and I was pretty bad at it. So I was not very good at the school part, but I was pretty good at the crossword puzzle part. But the thing that Red is referring to, if anybody doesn't know, is I worked on a DIY show called Hack Your Life that I think, Justin, you also wrote for.
I wrote on that in I think the 4th season.
Yeah.
Like
and I was in the art department, and one of the hacks was, and I don't know why, it was, if it's a windy day and you want to fly a kite, but you don't have a kite, you can make
You
one.
don't have $3 to go buy a kite?
It was like you can make one out of pencils, tape, and plastic bags. And for like almost 4 days, my boss had me on the roof of a place in Newark, New Jersey, trying to make this kite out of bags so that we could show it on the show. And I say for almost 4 days because on the 4th day, I was fired for having a bad attitude because I was coming down sunburnt off the roof being like, hey guys, still doesn't fucking work. Can I do something else, please? And they were like, you have a bad attitude.
So much, that's true. So many hacks are more expensive than just buying the thing.
Yeah.
Like trying to make a kite out of pencils is insane.
It's so time consuming. It's best to just pop into Mary Poppins and like go buy one.
Let's go buy a kite.
Yes, that's the lyric. That's the real original lyrics.
That's the real song.
I had no idea.
The first job that comes to mind is I got hired to do improv in between rounds of a boxing match. And this was in New York. It was underneath. It was a paid improv gig, which are very rare. It was underneath. There's a church on 60th Street in like Amsterdam. Fancy church, like big church. And there's a boxing ring, like sort of underneath it, weirdly. And we would go and we did improv. It was one of the worst. It was just an awful situation.
Paid improv gigs are always the worst.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Oh my God.
Was there did that inspire, because that's so funny that one of the most iconic shows in New York City for a long time was Cage Match, which was fake boxing in between improv.
Well, Cage Match was fake wrestling.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But there was certainly that sort of vibe, though. So it was a weird. It's always a weird combination.
Yeah.
Any sporting event I've done improv in between sets of a band. I've done improv at bar mitzvahs, all that, and it is no one wants it.
Nobody really wants it.
No, well, I once did an improv show in Orange County for the Strawberry Festival in front of thousands of people waiting for free cake. But before they could have the free cake, the strawberry cake, they had to watch me and one other person do like short form improv, which no one wants that.
No, nobody wants that.
No one wants that.
That's so funny that we're all like, yeah, nobody should ever do improv in between event. Katie is like crossing off on her wedding. Thing, but
Ooh.
From the priest for my vow.
Sorry,
That's
Bobby Moynihan, you're cut. One other, I got hired once for a bar mitzvah to make a video as with another comedian as Seth Meyers and Amy Poehler doing a really segment about the kid. And it was actually one of the better paying jobs I did, and they spent a fortune on. They built the set that when we weren't allowed to be at the actual event, but they built a legit SNL Weekend Update set.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah,
crazy. Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for sticking around.
Yeah,
we really appreciate you being here. This was so much fun. And thank you everybody for sticking around and asking questions. This has been Characters Welcome. We're here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. We have a live show coming up sometime. Who knows when, but we will find
soon.
out. We will find that magical venue. I still have, I think, like 6 or 7 videos from past performances that will be dropping on the YouTube page periodically. Yeah. And otherwise, thank you again, Eric, for that big fat donation. We really appreciate that. You can always donate to our Venmo. You're welcome. Really appreciate you keeping the lights on, and we'll see y'all next week. All right.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next Wednesday. Thanks, Katie. Later.